So this podcast, Heartfelt Expressions, will be posted rather sporadically. When the energy calls me to, I shall record a video. So today is the 4th episode of Heartfelt Expressions, where we'll be talking about Crossroads. This has been on my mind all week, though I wanted a place where the sound would be better. Hopefully, you guys are not hearing so much background noise today, and it will go smoothly. If not, it's okay. This is a journey, y'all. You guys are coming with me one episode at a time. So you want to know something funny? Before I get into the episode, I haven't posted about this podcast yet on any social media. I haven't posted on my Instagram or TikTok. I haven't really shared this link at all. And I already have listeners from around the world. That's pretty cool. I haven't really shared it yet, and I already have listeners around the world. So I will be posting about this soon, about this podcast. I'm a binger sometimes, especially when the episodes are short. So that's why I'm letting them stack up before I tell people. If you're here early, welcome. You are the OGs. If you're here after the whole thing gets posted online, welcome as well. This is only the fourth episode. So, yes, let's get into it, shall we? Crossroads. When I thought about Crossroads, I thought it was like a fork in the road. There's only two paths. I realized a lot later that is not the case, guys. Let me tell you, Crossroads is not just two choices. There's so many choices you can make. When people present something, only two choices, it's kind of narrowing your focus on these two options. What if these two options aren't viable? What if these aren't the things you want to choose, these paths? For example, recently in my life, I was presented with a crossroad. It was an either-or situation. Do you want to be mentored by this person or that person? And to me, it felt the same energy, these two mentors. It was like a flip of a coin. One person had more things that aligned with me. Another person had other things that I wanted. And I was thinking, it would be cool if I have like best of both worlds. This is not what I want. Therefore, I chose to settle for what was comfortable, for what was familiar. And I ended up walking away anyway and making another choice, because those two choices at that crossroad at that particular time in my life felt that I had to make a choice between those two. I did, though it was not what made me happy. It did not fulfill me. So I went on my merry way, and I gathered the lessons that I learned, and I wanted to talk about it because this crossroad has been presented a lot of times in my life, and it bothers me that it was only ever two options. No. Guys, there's always more than two options. There's infinite options, even if you do not see it at the time. Everything is a choice. Like whether you choose to walk away, whether you choose to wait, whether you choose to take action, there's always a choice in how you go about life. Let's talk about choices, shall we? So, choice is a decision. How you see things. You can decide on a perspective and mentality, right? Decide how you see things. There's a saying that says, when you change the way you look at things, what you look at changes. For example, if you are in a situation, this is an easy example, and some of you guys may be experiencing this at this time period as you're listening. You may be experiencing a financial deficit where you feel as if you do not have the money you want to pay for the things that you need or desire, whether it's bills, whether it's vacation, whether it's the necessities, right? This is, quote unquote, your current reality. And I'm not saying that it is not your reality. This is, quote unquote, the facts, what you observe. Though, if you change your perspective on this, it's like, okay, this is temporary. Yes, the finances may not be where you want them to be, though you focus on what you want. Focus on what you're grateful for. I realize this heartfelt expressions may be a little controversial for people. I'm speaking from my heart, and this is how I feel. I'm open to dialogue. So, you focus on what you're grateful for. It's like, wow, I'm grateful for this home, the people in my life, the food on the table. You see that you have more than enough. You are abundant already. And what do you want? You want peace. You want joy. You want unconditional love. When you focus on those, effortlessly and easily, right? When you focus on those, you realize there's more opportunities in which you can maneuver. You realize there is more choice than you recognized before. And this allows you to receive a financial overflow, one step at a time, or even leaps at a time. That's how I've been going through life. And you might call it privilege, but I feel like everyone has privilege to a certain extent, especially when we recognize our autonomy, that we have choice, and yes, our feelings are valid. We can recognize our feelings and maneuver from there. We can decide how we look at things, how we perceive things, because our life is our perceptions. So that is one scenario of where choice applies in regards to attitudes and mentality. Another choice is regards to how you choose the people in your life. So there is a choice in regards to that. Your friends, who you hang out with, whether it's family, whether it's your significant other, whether it's your pets. You get to choose who you spend time with at what time. Although pets, like dogs and cats, I have chinchillas, and there's horses. Some people has horses. Some people have raccoons. Some people have birds and ferrets and lizards. So many different animals out there. It is quite amazing. I love animals, guys. I do. So Pets, I know, sometimes they want more attention, as well as children. Oh my gosh, children. I do not have any children of my own at the moment, though children and pets want attention, and they will let you know when they do. Aside from those people, you have a choice whether you spend time with them in long durations or not. You know what I mean? Let me explain. When someone calls you up, texts you, email you, and lets you know they want to meet with you, you can decide to say no. You can decide not right now. You can decide yes, let's do it at this time, this period, because our lives can be busy. Whether you're in the academic world or you're in the professional world or both. You know, you will have things to do. And even in your personal life, you have things to do. So you get to decide who gets to be in your space. And this is where you can evaluate if this person aligns with you and your values. Because your energy is valuable. We have energy throughout the day, and sometimes it gets depleted, and you start fresh after you get some rest. So you have to allocate it accordingly. You get to decide if someone in your life is worth being in your life. And if someone does not align with you, you get to decide to minimize the time that they spend with you and their interactions with you. You have a choice. It starts with evaluation of yourself, your values, and the values and characters of others, and how you feel when you're around them, when you talk to them, when you think about them. I'm speaking from personal experience. You know, when it comes to people, you love them, you care for them, you want the best for them. Though, if some people do not want or act in a way that is best for you and your well-being, your mental health, your emotional well-being, then it does not align. Then you need to choose you. Choose your peace, choose your joy, and walk away. Let them go. Or create boundaries to say, hey, this is not going to fly. You cannot treat me this way. You cannot talk to me this way. It's like, hey, this is how we're going to move going forward. If this does not align with you, then it's okay. We had a relationship, whether it's romantic, whether it's professional, professional, you can walk away too. I already said academic, romantic, personal, friendship, so many different interactions, you get to decide. Yeah. If you guys have any questions, definitely ask me, or different scenarios where choice applies. I can elaborate. There's so many things. I talked about Crossroads and people and finances. Okay. Let me dive a little deeper into finances. For example, you have a choice when it comes to your career. Some people choose a job, a 9 to 5. Some people have jobs that's 5 to 9. Some people have jobs that's 12 to 12. Hours can vary, Sometimes people are living paycheck to paycheck, which is terrible. By the way, it's almost as if you're one paycheck away from being homeless. And that's a really unfortunate position to be in. And I don't like that. I don't like that a lot of people are 1 or 2 paychecks away from being homeless. Moving on. So there's other options. Besides from the hourly, there's also salary, where you feel more secure. You will get a steady paycheck. These jobs has benefits, health insurance, life insurance, I'm pretty sure. There's also culture in these corporations and organizations and jobs where you can bond with other people. There's also events every so often. For example, the holidays and during the summer. Those are some choices. Some other people, there's another option, multiple options, not just 2. There's freelancing, where you can work on your own terms and put out your services or your products. No, services. Freelancing is services. You put out your services and you get paid according to what you determined or negotiated with people. There's contracting, similar to freelancing, but more on a monthly, yearly basis. Similar to a job, but it's more temporary. I believe you may or may not get benefits. There are people who start their own businesses, whether a brick and mortar, who has employees and have their products and services there. There's also business owners who have their stuff strictly online. For example, print on demand. There's like shirts, mugs, tote bags, stickers. There's a lot of things you can print on demand. Yeah. I have a merch store online, by the way, guys. I am still updating it to see what aligns with my brand, my values, and my audience for you guys. I'm still developing these ideas. There is a merch store you guys can check online. Yeah. You guys can find that on my social media. This is my link. It will constantly be updated. So you guys can check that out. Besides from print on demand, people have products that they get manufactured, not instantly, but from different companies that they put on Amazon or different places, brick and mortars and stuff like that. Is there another? I covered businesses. Oh, there's investors, whether in real estate, whether in stocks, in crypto, in companies. Well, I guess that's stocks. There's people who invest. Is that all? And creators. Content creators, gamers, those who do what they do creatively, create content for the world and make money through that way, sponsorships and sales when it comes to their merch. Usually content creators has merch or affiliations. There's multiple ways you can receive abundance. There's multiple ways you can receive abundance. There's not just one way. You get to choose. So, let's move on to another thing. Even though it's already 20 minutes, I want to cover one more thing. Let's rewind and tie this all together, shall we? Crossroads and choices. I know I touched on it before. I wanted to present to you what it looks like to me, Crossroads. It's not a place where you go to only one place. It's every decision. Crossroads is every decision, and it's a infinite amount of choices you can make. When you stand there, right, you get to observe all the lines that is going from that point of reference. And every choice you make, there's more and more choices that can be determined. And every time you go along this path, almost like a constellation, but bigger, a lot bigger. I say constellation because it glows. Like these dots gets connected and it glows. Sometimes they make a picture, the path that you're on. Sometimes they make a map. It is your map. It is your journey. It creates alignment in a way that people, places, things come into your life effortlessly and easily. You get to choose. You get to choose where you want to go. And sometimes that means having a vision of where you want to go. You see where it is. You see what you want. You know that. Have that knowing that you will get there somehow, some way, and make the choices accordingly. And if you change your mind, changing your mind is okay. You know, we change our mind all the time. Change is okay. Just because you made a decision to major in something in college, or you made a decision in your career, or a significant other, if you change your mind, your feeling changes, and your values and vision for your life differs than what it did before, it's okay. Honor it. Honor your energy and move accordingly. It's okay when things shift. They shift naturally. They'll keep the vision that you desire at the moment or whatever that period is, right? Remember, all we have is now. All we have is now, right here at this moment, where you can reflect, where you can envision, where you can make decisions. So, at this point of reference, reflect on, you don't have to reflect on your journey, but envision the things that you desire and move accordingly. Realize that you have choice, that the crossroad is more than just two choices. Do not let other people convince you otherwise. Don't let society and your peers convince you otherwise, because there is more than two choices. You always have a choice, and it's infinite, even if you do not see it right away. Trust yourself, trust your energy, and keep moving forward how you desire to move, because that will make all the difference. I am so grateful for you guys being here today, and this has been a wonderful experience. This is a different format than I usually do. I'm gonna have, well, this is only the fourth episode, so yeah, I'm experimenting what I like and what I don't like, and right now it is fun to have it sporadic, the days of the weeks, the way I format this. And welcome to the journey, people. Welcome to Heartfelt Expressions. I'm Katera Speaks, And I shall see you guys next time.